you know, they've shown gameplay of this game. So why the hell didn't they show gameplay at the event? That to me is like, it's mind-blowing.
Get over here! Flawless victory.
All right, so this is going to be a fairly improvised video of what I think about the Xbox Games Showcase event on July 23rd. And, you know, I did a live stream. I live streamed the event. I spoke about what I thought about in that live stream, but that's maybe 2 hours long. So here's a more condensed version if you're interested. So let's just get right to it. It started with a Halo Infinite gameplay reveal, which, you know, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, and I don't think this looks very good. Maybe if you're you're a Halo fan and you're just looking for a next Halo game, this might be enough for you. But for me, I'm not a Halo fan. I was looking for a reason to get interested in this, and this video did absolutely nothing for me. This is running at 4K 60, and this is not the stream version of the video. This is a higher quality version that they released later. So this is as good as we're gonna get video footage of this for a while. And right off the bat, you can see this is the gameplay. And I don't think the graphics look, you know, there's nothing spectacular for me here. The texture work, the grass and everything, and I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima now. That looks incredible, but it's not the best looking game. The textures are kind of bland. You know, it's not the best looking game out there. It is in terms of scenes and stuff, but or colors. This looks very much like a current gen game to me. There's nothing spectacular here. So right off the bat, as a centerpiece, I'm gonna pause this right here because I want to show you guys something. But right off the bat, as a reason to get a Series X, like, what's the reason? I know this is an Xbox One game as well, and that's something that I've been saying, that releasing this game on Xbox One and Series X is obviously gonna limit what they are able to do, because you can't just go full on steam ahead and, you know, blow it out of the park in terms of graphics if it's not gonna be able to run on the previous gen console. So that's, I think, gonna be an issue for Microsoft during the whole of next generation, because anything that they release first party, they are also aiming at releasing on PC as well. So, you know, if you have to aim like top tier, Xbox Series X, great hardware, fast SSD and all of that, but it also has to appeal to a much broader audience, because it was abundantly clear in this event that what they want to sell is Game Pass. That's the plan. That's what they're looking for. None of this needs a super high-end PC or super, you know, Xbox Series X console, great performing console, you know, most powerful console ever. That narrative gets lost when you have Game Pass and you have to make games that appeal to a wide variety of different hardware specs. So it's really interesting. And check this out right here. Look at how the grass will get rendered. Look at the pop-in the grass. Look at that. Okay, come on. There we go. Look at that pop-in, dude. That to me, like, that's not what you want to see in next gen, right? And okay, so this is obviously an open world game. You have the map, you have upgrades, database, start mission, view missions, waypoint setting, and all that. And, you know, look at the pop-in in the grass in this section. Right when he lands. Look at this. Look at how it pops in front of him. That to me is insane. Like, it's, you know, it's fairly standard, or actually it's kind of, you know, not the best of right now gen. And if this is supposed to be the reason why you should get an Xbox Series X or a showpiece, like let's start our event with this tech presentation, this gameplay demo of Halo. This doesn't look really good. You know, it looks like it looks worse than Doom. You know, the combat is fine, I guess. Like, I'm not into Halo. This combat like does absolutely nothing for me. But you know, the animations, this guy when he dies, like, okay, whatever, maybe that gets polished. I don't think so. This is releasing in maybe 6 months or less. So, actually less than 6 months. So 5 months at most. Because this is gonna be a launch game, right? So this should be November. This scene, you know, with the music and everything, it's supposed to, like, look at the scenery. It looks fine. It looks, you know, like a good open world game. But there's nothing here that you see and say, oh, this is the reason. You know, this is why they need this power of the Series X to render this. This is, I mean, this is gonna run on an Xbox One X, and you can, it shows, you know, the graphics here aren't anything spectacular by any means. And the gameplay, like, in my opinion, this looks pretty bland. He's obviously playing on easy or something because he's getting shot in the face and not much damage is being taken. But this is basically, yeah, this is an open world Halo game. If that blows your mind, then, you know, great. It does absolutely nothing for me. And even, like, when they showed Cyberpunk a couple of weeks ago, and they showed, like, the vistas from the city, and it looks incredible. You know, this is a first-party game. I would expect more in terms of graphics, in terms of everything right here. And this just looks like a regular game. You know, nothing here that really, you know, demands too much of my attention. The weird thing is they ended this demo. Like, you're supposed to destroy some cannons, some anti-air cannons. There's a cutscene here with this dude that goes on for 2 minutes. You know, just talking to the screen. And again, the graphics here look like a 3-year-old game. Nothing here looks... It doesn't look incredible by any means. So if this... I'm gonna pause this right here. This looks fine, I guess. It doesn't look... yeah, this isn't next gen. This isn't the way you show next gen. Especially if you have the most powerful console. And what they did after this... This was all the gameplay they showed. After this, no more gameplay of any game. And that blows my mind. Because after this... It was just trailers and trailers and trailers and trailers of games. We had a Wasteland 3 trailer, which is this, with a zombie, like, deer-looking thing. And, you know, they've shown gameplay of this game. So why the hell didn't they show gameplay at the event? That, to me, is, like, it's mind-blowing. They just showed videos, trailers of events. Like, Phil Spencer came out and talked about, you know, how great the next gen is gonna be, which you expect. Then they showed Forza, and again, footage captured in engine, not gameplay. You know, is Forza gonna look incredible? Of course it is. This is gonna look great. You know, Halo Infinite, apparently not so great. And maybe next-gen games, like the ones they've announced, and maybe they look really, you know, incredible and mind-blowing and take advantage of the hardware better than Halo Infinite if they're just made for the Series X. Then we got Everwild, which is Rare's new game. This isn't the first time they announced this game. This game was announced last year. We didn't get gameplay then, and this is still not gameplay. So What is this game? Who knows? The people at Rare know, and at Xbox seemingly know, but, you know, is this an adventure game? Is this a third-person action game? RPG? Tactical? You know, RTS? Absolutely no idea what this is. It looks intriguing. It looks fairly okay. I wonder, you know, I would like to know more. But so far, this is all we get. And that's basically the entire feeling throughout the entire presentation. Then we had like what looks like a graphical adventure walking simulator game with, you know, this couple, just no gameplay at all. Then the people at Ori's talking about you know, making an enhanced version for the Series X, which will run at 120 frames per second, which, you know, I have a fairly powerful PC. I bet I can run Ori at, you know, 100 frames right now. So the appeal of that is, I don't know. Now, then they showed Grounded, which is Obsidian's next game, which is releasing like this month or August. I think it's this month. And once again, this is a survival game, okay? No gameplay shown. And they've done a 1-hour stream showing gameplay of this game. Why didn't they show the UI and you know, it seems like they, to me, it comes off as we don't think these games are fun or really good. So we're gonna show them in this like edited way. Maybe I'm being cynical, right? But that is what comes off to me. If you're not showing gameplay, because when you watch a movie trailer, right, you see, I don't know, the trailer for whatever, Nolan's next movie, which I forget, Tenet? Yeah. You see that, you get an idea of what the movie is. It's an action movie. It's gonna feature this. It's gonna have, you know, special effects. It's gonna be whatever. When you see a movie, a trailer of CG trailer of a game, you have no idea what that is. You have no idea how the game actually plays. You have no idea if it's a first-person game, if it's a third-person game, if it's an RTS. It could be absolutely anything. Then they showed this, which I'm really excited about. I believe this is called, what is it called? Hold on, I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. Avowed. Okay, so this is Obsidian's next big RPG. And this looks really good. It starts off with this, then the arrows, you know, hit. Those are some, like, kudos on whoever threw that arrow. He misses, but whatever. Actually, he doesn't miss. He gets this skeleton dude right here and keeps going. And it hits whoever, you know, is down here. And we get like a Skyrim-esque sword and spell, you know, gameplay thing. That looks really cool. This isn't gameplay, obviously. And this game, I would wager, is a ways off. They didn't reveal dates or even years for like 99% of everything they showed, which to me means this is a ways off. Which makes sense, because Obsidian just released Outer Worlds. They are releasing Outer Worlds DLC, which is being done by another company, but that's fine. And they are releasing Grounded right now. So obviously they are not working full-time in 3 different games. Let me pause here. Obviously they are not working full-time in 3 different games at once. So yeah, then they showed whatever, Hellblade 2, didn't show gameplay, just showed, you know, some cinematics that we have already seen. Then we had a 3-minute Psychonaut song with Jack Black. Which, I don't know, dude. Like, again, maybe some of this is gameplay. I don't know. But that was basically it. And then they showed like some third-party stuff. Stalker 2 look, it has been in development for like 15 years or something. Um, and it's good that it's getting, finally released. This is a console launch exclusive, so it will be coming to PlayStation 5, and the same as basically every single other game that they showed after this. There's a Warhammer game. I won't go into all of this. There's a Tetris Effect thing going on, and a new game by the people that made SteamWorld Quest and SteamWorld Heist, and all of that looks, fairly interesting. These guys always make great games, and that was it. That's basically the whole conference. Nothing really that blows my mind. Nothing, especially nothing that says like this is the reason that you should get a Series X. This is only achievable in this, the world's most powerful console. So after Sony's presentation, which very clearly showed gameplay, which very, very clearly showed with the Ratchet and Clank demo, this game will not run on anything but a PlayStation 5 because of the way it's done, of what this game actually is. Oh, and sorry, and a Fable teaser at the end, which again, this is probably a ways off. Done by Playground Games, which, I don't know, they're RPG adventure, pedigree. And, so whatever. It's a Fable game. Fable games, have been good and have been not good. Not much to see here except for this like CGI joke scene. And, that's pretty much it. Then we had like a roundup of everything they showed. So to me, this is a extremely, extremely weak presentation. I am extremely surprised that this was all right for Microsoft. If this were E3, then I don't know. This is some of the weakest things I've seen from Microsoft. In my opinion, maybe you're blown away by the Halo Infinite gameplay. I know some people, really liked it. I've already talked to them. It didn't do absolutely anything for me. You might say, oh, that's because you're not into Halo. Whatever. I'm into every single game out there. I want to play cool games. That is it. So if a game is cool, then I want to play it. And none of this really stood out to me. And none of this, especially, shows me this can only be achieved on the Series X. This can only run in this most powerful, quote-unquote, console. All right? So yeah, overall, I think I'm extremely disappointed. I expected more, in a sense. I actually, the main reason I'm disappointed, is because I expected gameplay of these games that we know were coming, gameplay of the Forza game, gameplay of Psychonauts, gameplay of the waste. Every single game they showed this Everwild. Show me gameplay. Because if you don't show me gameplay, then I don't know if I should be excited for this. Because it's a game, it's not a movie, And it doesn't do anyone any favors for you to show a trailer. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. This is... I don't think this is a good reason. I don't think this was a good showing. I don't think they made a compelling argument, if you want to call it that, on why you should get a Series X. I'm interested. They said like, oh, we'll have more games later on and stuff like that, which I'm sure they will. They will. I mean, they're gonna keep doing this. But the most interesting games that they showed, Avowed and maybe Fable, are, who knows? Like, who knows? Maybe 2 years from now, maybe 3. I don't know. And Halo Infinite, again, like, we check out those graphics again. It doesn't. And okay, graphics don't mean anything. Gameplay is king. I will always I will always say that about any game. You know, if a game looks good, awesome. But if it looks good but it's not fun, then whatever. This to me doesn't look good and doesn't look fun. And it looks very current gen, which was to be expected. Again, they have to tailor for Xbox One. This game, they have to tailor for PC. Every single exclusive game for next gen will be coming to PC. At least that's what they've said multiple times. Maybe not in those precise words, but they have said that Xbox exclusive Series X games will be coming to PC. So yeah, all right, guys. Let me know what you think about this presentation down in the comments. If you watched it, if you didn't, then you have my opinion. I will leave the link below for you to watch. And yeah, thanks for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed this style of video. Maybe if you liked it, I will do more of these in the future. So please leave your comments below and let me know. All right, bye-bye.